Welcome back to OMSOL. It's your channel to kind of look at how tech and just the human experience are totally intertwined. If these kind of ideas get you thinking, and you want more, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out and keeps you in the loop on all the new stuff we're working on. Today, we're going to take a look at AI agents, and not the sci-fi stuff, but the actual AI that's already impacting our lives right now. So we're not going to do code dash or anything. This is about the big picture, how AI is changing how we connect and learn and just be creative. So whether you're a tech person who's curious about the future, this is for you. What's really wild is that AI agents are not some future thing anymore. They're already part of our daily lives. But forget Siri setting a reminder or something. AI is getting way more complex. There are AI learning platforms that adapt to how you learn best. It's like having a personal tutor who knows exactly how your brain works. That's the level where it feels like AI is actually starting to understand us, And this whole personalization thing, it's popping up everywhere. Think about those investing apps that give you advice based on what you want to do with your money. It's kind of freaky, like they're reading your mind, but it goes way beyond just, individual stuff. AI agents are completely changing how we communicate. They're breaking down language barriers in real time. Imagine people from opposite sides of the world just chatting like it's nothing.
Right.
This has huge implications for fields like medicine. Imagine doctors in different countries talking to each other instantly with AI translation. They can access research from all over the world. And ultimately, it means patients get better care. And it's not just about geography. AI agents are becoming companions too, especially for people who feel isolated. They offer conversation reminders for self-care, even just a little nudge when you're feeling down. It's a good reminder that tech can actually contribute to our well-being if we use it right. But this it goes even further than individual connections. AI agents are bringing whole communities together in crazy ways. Platforms like LinkedIn use AI to recommend connections based on shared interests and goals, helping us build networks and find opportunities we never would have seen on our own. And AI is doing a lot to create more inclusive communities for people with disabilities. From assistive tech to communication tools, AI is making sure everyone can connect no matter what. But maybe the most exciting part is how AI agents are boosting collaboration on a global scale. Imagine scientists from all over the world working together with AI to develop life-saving vaccines or tackling climate change. That kind of collaboration powered by AI. It had the potential to solve some of humanity's biggest problems. It's clear that AI agents are pushing the limits of what's possible. They're not just tools anymore. They're like partners in everything we do, helping us connect, learn, create in ways we never thought we could. But like with any powerful tech, we got to look at both the good and the bad that come with this change, which brings us to a crucial point. AI development is a human story. Everything AI agents do comes from the information, the knowledge, even the biases we give them. And this is where it gets super interesting. Because AI is changing so fast, it's forcing us to ask some really big questions about what it means to be human. For example, as AI gets better at creating stuff like music, poetry, even code, we start to question what creativity even is. Is AI-generated stuff really creative? Or is it just a really good copy? What happens to our idea of human creativity if machines can make art that looks just like ours? These are exactly the kind of questions we explore here on OMSOL. We think it's important to talk about these things, to really dig into the complexity and think about what this tech revolution means for us and for society. One of the most fascinating things about AI agents is how they're learning to understand us on a deeper level, analyzing our preferences, how we talk, and even what we need before we even know it. This makes us ask some pretty interesting questions about what it means to understand something. Can a machine really understand a human being with all our emotions, contradictions, all the messy stuff? Or is AI just copying us based on patterns and data? These questions have huge implications for how we interact with machines. As AI becomes a bigger part of our lives, we need to understand what they can and can't get. They can be super helpful and even insightful, but they're not human. They haven't lived our lives, they don't have our empathy, and they don't see the world the way we do. So even though AI is changing everything, it's crucial to remember that they're tools. And like any tool, it depends how we use them. It's our job as humans to guide how they develop, set limits, and make sure they're used for good. This means being careful about the data we feed these systems. They can pick up our biases if we're not careful. It means we need transparency from the companies making and using AI. We need to know they're working for the benefit of humanity. And we need to have real conversations about the ethics of AI, thinking about both the good and the bad. And you might be thinking, where does OMSOL fit into all this? Well, our goal is to help you figure all this out, to give you the info and insights you need to make sense of this crazy world. We believe knowledge is power. The more we know about AI, the better we can shape its future for the good of everyone. So these conversations get you thinking. If you're curious about how tech and humanity are colliding, hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us keep bringing you these thought-provoking discussions to dive deeper into AI and to explore how it affects our lives in a way that's both informative and inspiring. Stay tuned as we keep exploring AI agents. Up next, we'll dig into how AI is specifically changing things in fields like healthcare and education, even business and the arts. We'll see how AI is changing how we work, learn, and create, and we'll consider the ethical side of all this. This journey's just getting started, and we're pumped to have you along for the ride. We're back digging into this whole AI agent thing here on Soul. We talked about how they're changing how we connect and learn, but what about how they're shaking things up in different fields? One place where AI is making a huge splash is healthcare. Like, forget those robot surgeon sci-fi things. AI agents are looking at medical images with crazy accuracy, helping doctors find diseases way earlier. Sometimes AI is even better than human radiologists at spotting those tiny things you wouldn't even notice. But it goes way beyond just figuring out what's wrong. AI is also being used to make custom treatment plans, tailoring them to each patient's needs and even their genes. That means treatments that work better, fewer nasty side effects, and in the end, people getting healthier. And get this, AI agents are playing a huge role in finding new drugs, analyzing tons of data to find potential cures at a speed humans could only dream of. This is speeding up the development of treatments for like everything. Cancer, Alzheimer's, giving hope to millions of people. Okay, let's switch gears to education. AI is transforming the whole learning experience. We're moving past those one-size-fits-all classrooms. AI is making personalized learning a reality. So each student's path is tailored to how fast they learn their style and what they're into. Imagine a classroom with an AI tutor that changes to fit each student, giving extra help where they need it and pushing them with harder stuff when they're ready. That kind of attention can make a huge difference for a student, helping them really reach their potential. And AI is not just changing how we learn, it's changing what we learn too. With AI handling those boring tasks and data crunching, teachers have more time to focus on the important stuff: critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration. The skills you'll actually need to succeed in the future with AI everywhere. Of course, we can't talk about AI without talking about business. AI agents are making everything run smoother, automating tasks, and making businesses more efficient than ever. Lower cost, more productivity, and making smart decisions based on actual data. But it's not just about making things run better. AI is changing the very nature of work. As AI takes over the boring, repetitive stuff, humans can focus on the more creative, strategic, and people-focused work. This shift means we got to rethink how we work, embrace lifelong learning, and always be ready to adapt our skills to keep up with the AI-powered workplace. It's tough for sure, but it's also a chance to make work more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more about what makes us human. Speaking of human potential, let's talk about AI and creativity. You might think AI is the opposite of creativity, cold and calculated, but actually AI is becoming a powerful tool for artists. AI agents are making music, composing poetry, creating paintings, and even helping with filmmaking. They're not replacing human artists, though. They're more like creative partners, sparking new ideas, pushing boundaries, and helping artists go where they've never been before. This teamwork between humans and machines is leading to some amazing art, challenging our ideas of what art even is and who can make it. It's a testament to how limitless human creativity can be when it's teamed up with the power of AI. So as we've seen, AI agents are changing all kinds of fields in amazing ways, offering incredible chances for progress and innovation. But we got to remember, with great power comes great responsibility. As we run AI deeper into our lives, we need to be smart about the ethics, making sure these technologies are developed and used in ways that align with our values and benefit all of humanity. We need to have open and honest conversations about the potential downsides of AI, like biased job losses and losing our privacy. And we need to work together to create safeguards and rules to make sure these powerful technologies are used responsibly and ethically. The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's something we're building together. And the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. It's up to all of us to be informed, to be involved, and to make sure AI is used to create a future that's brighter, fairer, and better for everyone. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back and think about what all this means for us as individuals living in this world that's changing so fast. The most important thing to remember is we're not just watching this tech revolution happen. We have the power to shape the future of AI, to influence how it's made and to make sure it's used in ways that fit our values. This means being aware of how we interact with AI, thinking critically about the information it gives us, and realizing that even AI can have biases. It also means demanding transparency and accountability from the companies and organizations that make and use AI. We need to ask those tough questions. Like, how's our data being used? How are algorithms making decisions? And what's being done to make things fair and unbiased? We need to speak up and advocate for policies and rules that protect our privacy, promote ethical AI development, and make sure the benefits of AI are for everyone.
The future of AI isn't something happening to us. It's something we're creating together. And if we go into this with awareness, intention, and a strong belief in our shared humanity, I believe we can use the incredible power of AI to create a future that's more equitable and more fulfilling for everyone. And back to wrap things up here on Soul. It's been a wild ride exploring AI agents, and it's clear they're not just reshaping our world, but like making us rethink what it even means to be human, And that brings us to some seriously deep questions about connection. Like, what does it even mean to connect in this AI-powered future? We've talked about how AI agents are like building bridges between languages and cultures, helping people connect who never could before. But with all these digital connections popping up everywhere, it makes you wonder, what's happening to those real human connections, the ones that make us feel alive? Some people say that the more we depend on AI to communicate and socialize, the more we risk losing those essential face-to-face moments. That warmth you feel when you shake someone's hand, sharing a laugh over dinner, that unspoken connection you get from just a look. These are the things that feed our souls, and they're pretty hard to replicate in the digital world. So how do we find that balance? How do we embrace the amazing power of AI to connect people without losing sight of what makes us human? Being together in the same room. It's a question we all got to wrestle with as we navigate this new world. One thing's for sure. We can't just ignore the potential downsides of this tech. It's like driving a super powerful car. You got to know the rules of the road, the dangers, and how to control the thing before you hit the gas. And that's what we're all about here on OMSL. We're not just hyping up the cool stuff about AI. We're digging into the complexities, the ethical dilemmas, the potential pitfalls. Because at the end of the day, we believe that technology should be working for us, not the other way around. So as you keep exploring AI, remember to ask yourself those hard questions. Like, how's this tech affecting my relationships? Is it bringing me closer to the people I care about, or is it pushing us apart? Am I using AI to make my life better, or am I getting too dependent on it? Just think about it. These aren't easy questions, and there's no single right answer. But if we're aware of how we're using tech, if we set healthy limits and make sure to prioritize those human connections that make us happy, that's how we can navigate this new world with purpose, Now, before we sign off, I want to leave you with one last thought. The future of AI isn't some fixed destiny. It's a story we're all writing together. And the choices we make today are shaping the world of tomorrow. So let's make smart choices. Let's use this incredibly powerful technology to create a future where human connection thrives, where our differences make us stronger, and where everyone has a chance to reach their full potential. Thanks for joining me on this journey exploring AI agents and human connection. I hope it sparked some new ideas, challenged what you thought you knew, and inspired you to think differently about how tech is shaping our lives. If you dug this episode, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and keep exploring the limitless possibilities of being human.